Have you ever felt drained after interacting with certain people? Like your energy has been sucked away, leaving you exhausted and frustrated? Well, you're not alone. In fact, learning how to ignore people might just be the self-care skill you never knew you needed. But don't worry, we're not talking about becoming a hermit or cutting off all human contact. Instead, we're going to explore how to set healthy boundaries and protect your mental well-being. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Ignoring people sounds mean, right? But here's the thing, sometimes it's absolutely necessary for your own sanity and personal growth. It's not about being rude, it's about prioritizing your mental health and surrounding yourself with positivity. So, who are these people we should consider ignoring? First up, we have the chronic complainers. You know the type. Always focusing on the negative, never seeing the silver lining. While it's important to be supportive, constant exposure to negativity can be toxic. When you encounter these individuals, try redirecting the conversation to more positive topics. If that doesn't work, it might be time to limit your interactions. Next, we have the energy vampires. These folks seem to thrive on drama and conflict, often pulling you into their chaotic world. They might constantly seek your attention or validation, leaving you feeling drained. Recognizing these individuals is the first step. Once you do, start setting clear boundaries. Limit the time you spend with them and be firm about not getting involved in their drama. Then there are the critics, those who always have something negative to say about you or your choices. While constructive criticism can be valuable, constant negativity is harmful. Remember, you don't need everyone's approval to live your life. When faced with unwarranted criticism, take a deep breath and remind yourself of your worth. It's okay to politely disagree or simply walk away from the conversation. Now let's talk about the gossips. These people thrive on spreading rumors and talking behind others' backs. Engaging with gossip not only wastes your time but can also damage your relationships and reputation. When you find yourself in a gossip situation, try changing the subject or expressing your discomfort with the conversation. If the behavior persists, it might be time to distance yourself. So, how do we actually go about ignoring these negative influences? First and foremost, it's crucial to understand that ignoring someone doesn't mean being rude or confrontational. It's about creating emotional distance and protecting your peace of mind. One effective strategy is the gray rock method. This involves making yourself as uninteresting as possible to the person you're trying to ignore. Keep your responses brief and neutral. Avoid sharing personal information, and don't show emotional reactions. This can be particularly useful when dealing with manipulative or attention-seeking individuals. Another approach is to practice mindfulness. When you find yourself in a situation with someone you'd rather ignore, focus on your breathing or your immediate surroundings. This can help you stay grounded and less affected by their negativity. Setting clear boundaries is also crucial. Communicate your limits clearly and stick to them. This might mean limiting the time you spend with certain people, avoiding specific topics of conversation, or even deciding not to engage at all in some cases. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your own well-being. You're not responsible for managing other people's emotions or behavior. If someone consistently brings negativity into your life, it's perfectly acceptable to create distance. However, it's important to note that ignoring people should be a last resort. Before completely cutting someone off, try having an open, honest conversation about how their behavior affects you. Sometimes, people aren't aware of the impact they're having and might be willing to change. Lastly, focus on cultivating positive relationships. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Engage in activities that bring you joy and spend time with those who share your values and aspirations. Learning to ignore negative influences isn't about becoming cold or uncaring. It's about creating a life filled with positivity, growth, and meaningful connections. By setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing your mental well-being, you're not just ignoring negativity, you're making room for all the good that life has to offer. Remember, you have the power to choose who and what you allow into your life. Use it wisely and watch how your world transforms.